Welcome back to the show, guys. I don't know if you guys knew about this, but back in January, there was a big news put out by Mark Mason. It's a communications director for Dash, and he was very excited about this new proposal that was coming out, this new announcement from the Dash Investment Foundation. And today on Cash Alternative TV, we're going to be going over it. It was just announced today, so we're going to be going over what exactly happened and how is it going to be beneficial for Dash. That's coming up today on Cash Alternative TV. So what is Cash Alternative TV other than that catchy jingle? Well, it's a show about cryptocurrency with a focus on Dash, which aims to be a digital cash for the world, or an alternative to cash. If that's something that you're interested in, you want to learn more about Dash, or just want to hang out with me some more, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss an episode. Now into the topic of today's show. Well, it was recently announced in Friday's Dash Investment Foundation quarterly call that this big announcement was investing in Valkyrie, which is a financial services startup, and they're looking at investing in a Bitcoin ETF. They actually have sent forth to the regulators in the United States, to the SEC. They actually have a filing for a Bitcoin ETF, which is very interesting because that can be held in like a personal investment portfolio, rather than something like Grayscale, which is done like OTC. So it's pretty exciting news for Dash, and it potentially would lead to a Dash ETF in the future. So I welcome this investment. I'm just going to play a little clip from Darren Tapp. He's one of the investment supervisors, and we're going to play a little clip from him where he announces it.
So last report, we announced 4 investments, and one of them was to be announced, and that investment is Valkyrie. So I didn't want to go a second quarterly report with saying we have a to be announced investment. There you go. That investment is Valkyrie, and if you're looking online, this is the company. This is the website of the company I'm telling you about. So what is Valkyrie? Valkyrie is an asset management firm that aims to make alternative assets available in a fund structure. So current products that they have include a Bitcoin trust, and so that's my understanding has been approved by the SEC. There are some regulatory issues, but some people can put Bitcoin in the trust, and then there'll be shares issued that will be traded over the counter. SEC rules require 6 months from Bitcoin in the trust to the shares issued. Anyway, and then also Valkyrie has applied for a Bitcoin ETF. We had reason to believe that Valkyrie is better positioned to actually deliver an ETF, although if you've been watching the news, there have been some general pessimistic articles written by journalists about a Bitcoin ETF. So, but at the same time, this was a low cost, high reward thing that Valkyrie did. We totally supported that. That was a good idea for a business to do. And the next, so why did we invest? We expected these. We still expect these benefits. And one thing is its broad exposure to the crypto ecosystem. I do think Dash is the best, at a currency, at the currency application. But the market hasn't agreed with me for quite some time. So this allows us to kind of have exposure to other parts of the market. So even if Dash, the market doesn't reflect the value that I think Dash has, the diff will be exposed to the market thinking other projects have value. And so that's a hedge for Dash. So like if other projects do well, we'll do well. And this, we do expect that this investment will help keep Dash relevant in an industry that has historically passed over Dash. Okay, so please join us and welcome Valkyrie to the Dash community. They're doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and we can't tell you everything, but please stay tuned.
Okay, so I, for one, am welcoming Valkyrie into the Dash system because I hope that they do well. If they're successful with their Bitcoin ETF, they could possibly have a Dash ETF coming up in the future, which would be wonderful because something that Dash doesn't have. A lot of people out there were predicting wild things because, as I said, Mark Mason is the communications director for Dash. He kind of floated something in the Dash Discord. He said, this is an amazing announcement. I'm so hyped for it. And this was in January. So over time, it just built up, and people were having these wild, crazy theories about what it was going to be. But I think that this actual investment is actually pretty good for what the Dash Investment Foundation can do right now. With the limited funds it has, it's not going to attract huge companies. They're going to have to take stabs at companies that have a high risk, but also a high return. So I think that overall this is pretty good. And we're going to go into a little bit about what Valkyrie is. They're going to look at their website today. So this is their website over here. It's called ValkyrieInvest.com. So invest in a new legacy, future of investing. So they aim to be unlike any Wall Street investment firm. They're a cryptocurrency asset management firm that aims to make alternative access accessible in a fund structure. So they're headquartered in Nashville, and they assist clients on and between coasts. Valkyrie aims to create and manage bespoke portfolios and products, including management exposure to digital assets and other frontier investments. So right now they have two funds. They have the Valkyrie Bitcoin Trust and the Valkyrie Polkadot Trust. Hopefully we'll be able to add the Valkyrie Dash Trust soon. So it's authentic, innovative, experienced, a new paradigm. Whether you're an endowment, entrepreneur, family office, or individual, we aim to not only protect your wealth, but help it thrive. At Valkyrie, our mission is to invest responsibly to enable economic prosperity, technical innovation, and social progress. So that's good. That's their website, and you guys can check it out. It's at ValkyrieInvest.com. I'm going to be putting it in the description below. And this is the Valkyrie Bitcoin Trust website, Valkyrie-trust.com. So you can take a look at that. It gains secured exposure to Bitcoin within the Valkyrie Bitcoin Trust, professionally managed by seasoned asset managers. BTCV invests exclusively in Bitcoin and offers investors a secured, cost-efficient, and effective way to access Bitcoin. BTCV is IRA eligible from certain providers, so you can have it in your own personal account, which is great. And they have a blog too, and this is the blog that they come up with, the Valkyrie Market Brief, and that comes out roughly once a day. You see one from May 12th, May 13th, and 5 hours ago. So they definitely have, they're keeping abreast of the market. They're doing their due diligence in the market, which is good. You always like to see that. You don't want to see people just out there trying to rest on their laurels and not really doing much to make them proceed in life. But these people are keeping tabs on the market, so that's good. This guy, Jeff Kilberg, he's involved in the company. Somebody posted his website on the Dash Discord, so I figured I'd show it to you. He's involved with Valkyrie. So Jeff Kilberg is the Chief Investment Officer and Portfolio Manager of Sanctuary Wealth. It's a global wealth management company with more than $15 billion of assets under advisement. Mr. Kilberg oversees Sanctuary's Investment Solutions Group, which provides outsourced Chief Investment Officer services, ETF model portfolios, which comes in handy for what the Valkyrie is doing, separately managed accounts, investment research, and due diligence to Sanctuary Wealth and Sanctuary Global Advisors. Mr. Kilberg is also founder and CEO of KKM Financial, a boutique asset management firm. So it looks pretty interesting. This is my first initial take on it. I would like to get some people. I reached out to Ryan Taylor and Darren Tapp for interviews. And I think once the ball's been moving a little bit more and there's more in the pipeline, they're going to be coming on the show for an interview. So pay attention for that. And I think that this is probably a good investment for Dash. It might not pan out, but it might. These are the things that the Dash Investment Foundation acts sort of like a venture capitalism, right? So they take a look at what they're investing in, and they say, okay, we're going to invest this much. Will you accept that in return for equity in the company? And this Valkyrie said yes. So if this turns out to be a good Bitcoin ETF and a Dash ETF, it's perfect for the network. So I really wish them well. I'm sorry that it came to the fact that everybody was expecting a lot more out of the Dash Investment Foundation, which is not really fair because of the limited funds that they have at this time. I think this was definitely a good shot, trying to catch lightning in a bottle, which is, it's pretty interesting. I think that it might have a good potential here. So I wish them well, and I hope you guys invite Valkyrie into your hearts, and hopefully everything goes well with them. I put on Reddit, this is actually an announcement. It's got 28 upvotes right now. And I just put a little bit here. If you guys want to come and comment on it, you want to let me know your thoughts, either do it here on YouTube, or you can do it on the Reddit, where I have, I'm going to put the link in the description below as well. So we're going to wish Valkyrie well, and that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell if you want to see more from me in Cash Alternative TV episodes. That's it for today. Don't forget, Dash is a digital alternative to cash, and it's becoming more so every day. Bye for now.